Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel The World Coin. On this channel, we explore rare and valuable coins from around the world. Old dollar coins, error coins, and hidden treasures that can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you love coin collecting, or want to know the real value of coins you already own, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss an update. Let's get started with today's rare coin. I have 3 videos of 1 cent. So let's get started. The 1952 1 cent coin with the D mint mark from the United States of America is an important issue in the long and respected history of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series. This coin was struck at the Denver branch of the United States Mint and carries the small D mint mark below the date on the obverse side of the coin. The 1952 D Lincoln cent is part of the famous wheat penny design that circulated widely across the United States during the first half of the 20th century. Even though millions of these coins were produced, well-preserved examples and coins with strong detail continue to attract collectors and coin historians who value this piece of American numismatic heritage. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing to the right. This design was created by Victor David Brenner and was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The portrait is surrounded by several inscriptions that have become instantly recognizable to collectors. The word liberty appears on the left side of Lincoln's portrait, while the phrase "In God We Trust" curves along the upper rim of the coin. The date 1952 appears on the right side of the portrait, and directly beneath the date is the small but important D mint mark indicating that the coin was produced in Denver. The reverse side of the 1952 D cent displays the classic wheat ears design, which is why coins from this series are commonly called wheat pennies. 2 stylized wheat stalks appear on the left and right edges of the coin, curving upward toward the top rim. Between the wheat ears are the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America. Above these inscriptions is the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one. This simple but elegant design symbolizes American agriculture and prosperity and remained in use until 1958, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. The 1952 D Lincoln cent is made primarily of copper. The composition consists of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. The coin has a diameter of approximately 19 millimeters and weighs about 3.11 grams. Its reddish copper color, when preserved properly, can be very attractive and can greatly increase its appeal among collectors. Over time, however, many circulated coins develop brown toning due to oxidation, which is natural for copper coins. In very fine condition, the 1952 D Lincoln cent shows moderate wear from circulation but still retains a significant amount of its original design detail. On the obverse, Lincoln's hair will show noticeable flattening on the highest points, especially above the ear and along the top of the head. However, the main hair outlines remain visible and distinguishable. Lincoln's cheek and jawline will appear smooth from wear but still clearly defined. All lettering, including Liberty and In God We Trust, remains bold and easy to read. The date 1952 and the D mint mark should be clear and well defined with no distortion. On the reverse side of a very fine example, the wheat stalks show visible wear on the high points, but the individual grain lines remain partially visible. The central lettering 1 cent and United States of America should be sharp and complete. The wheat ears still display their general shape and structure, though the finest details may be worn. The rim of the coin should remain full and separated from the design elements. Even wear across the surface without deep scratches, corrosion, or damage is very important for maintaining collector value. One of the interesting aspects of the 1952 D Lincoln cent is its place in the later years of the wheat penny series. By the early 1950s, the design had already been circulating for more than 4 decades and had become one of the most recognized coin designs in the United States. Although the Denver Mint produced a large number of these coins, the majority entered circulation and experienced heavy use. As a result, coins that survive today in better than average condition can attract strong interest from collectors. Collectors also search carefully for special varieties and mint errors associated with the 1952 D cent. Some examples may show repunched mint marks, die cracks, off-center strikes, or other minting irregularities. These varieties can dramatically increase the value of a coin, especially if they are certified by professional grading services. Error coins with strong visual characteristics may sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on their rarity and condition. Another factor that influences the market value of the 1952 D Lincoln cent is color designation. Copper coins are often classified as red, red-brown, or brown depending on how much of the original mint color remains. Coins that retain bright red mint luster are usually the most valuable, especially in higher mint state grades. Even though a very fine coin typically shows brown or red-brown toning, attractive surfaces and natural coloration can still make the coin desirable. In the modern collector market, most circulated 1952 D cents carry modest premiums above face value. However, coins with excellent preservation, strong details, and appealing color can command significantly higher prices. Certified high-grade mint state examples have been known to reach hundreds of dollars, and in exceptional cases with perfect surfaces and strong red luster, the value can approach or exceed $1,000 in specialized auctions. Proper care and storage are extremely important for maintaining the value of copper coins like the 1952 D Lincoln cent. Exposure to moisture, fingerprints, or cleaning chemicals can permanently damage the surface. Serious collectors store their coins in protective holders or archival coin albums to preserve the natural surfaces and prevent environmental damage. Cleaning a coin is strongly discouraged because it removes original surfaces and significantly reduces collector value. The historical importance of the 1952 D Lincoln Wheat Penny lies in its connection to one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln represented a major milestone when it was introduced, as it was the first regular U.S. coin to feature the image of a real historical figure rather than a symbolic representation of liberty. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent became one of the most widely collected coins in the world. For modern collectors and coin enthusiasts, the 1952 D Wheat Penny represents both history and opportunity. It is a coin that can still occasionally be discovered in old collections, coin jars, or inherited coin albums. Careful examination may reveal strong details, unusual varieties, or exceptional preservation that could significantly increase its value in the numismatic marketplace. In summary, the 1952 1-cent coin with the D mint mark is a classic example of mid-20th century American coinage. With its recognizable portrait of Abraham Lincoln, traditional wheat ears reverse, copper composition, and historical significance, it continues to hold a respected place among collectors. In very fine condition it retains clear detail and solid eye appeal, and while many examples are modestly valued, higher grade specimens and rare varieties can reach market values ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars, making the 1952 D Lincoln Wheat Penny an enduring and valuable piece of American coin history. Next video. The 1951 cent coin with the S mint mark from the United States of America is one of the classic coins from the famous Lincoln Wheat Penny series. This coin was produced at the San Francisco branch of the United States Mint, which is indicated by the small S mint mark placed below the date on the front of the coin. The 1950 S Lincoln cent belongs to a long-running design series that began in 1909 and continued until 1958, making it one of the most widely recognized coins in American numismatic history. Because these coins circulated heavily across the country during the mid-20th century, collectors today carefully search for well-preserved examples, especially those graded in very fine condition or better. The obverse design of the 1950 S Lincoln cent features the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing to the right. This historic design was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner and was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The design marked an important change in United States coinage because it was the first regular circulating coin to display the portrait of a real historical figure instead of a symbolic representation. On the front of the coin, the words, "In God We Trust," appear along the top rim, while the word, "Liberty," is located to the left of Lincoln's portrait. The date, 1950, appears on the right side of the portrait, and directly beneath the date is the S mint mark showing that the coin was struck in San Francisco. The reverse of the 1950 S Lincoln cent displays the classic wheat ears design, which is why these coins are commonly known as wheat pennies. Two curved wheat stalks appear along the left and right sides of the coin, framing the central inscriptions. At the center of the reverse, the denomination, 1 cent, appears prominently, followed by the inscription, United States of America. Above these words is the national motto, E pluribus unum, a Latin phrase meaning, out of many, one. The wheat design symbolizes prosperity, agriculture, and growth, and it remained on the Lincoln cent for nearly 50 years before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. The physical characteristics of the 1950s wheat penny reflect the traditional composition used for most Lincoln cents before 1982. The coin is composed of 95% copper with the remaining 5% made up of tin and zinc. It has a diameter of about 19 millimeters and a weight of approximately 3.11 grams. When newly minted, the coin displayed a bright reddish copper color, but over decades of circulation many examples developed darker brown or red-brown toning due to natural oxidation. Collectors often categorize these coins by color designation, which can affect their market value significantly. In very fine condition, the 1950s Lincoln cent shows moderate circulation wear but still retains clear and recognizable details. On the obverse side, Lincoln's portrait remains strong, though the highest points of the hair above the ear and along the top of the head may show noticeable flattening from use. The outline of Lincoln's cheek and jaw is still visible, and the overall shape of the portrait remains well defined. The inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date, 1950, should all be clear and easy to read. The small s mint mark beneath the date must also remain sharp and fully visible, which is an important detail collectors look for when verifying the coin's origin. The reverse side of a very fine example will display moderate wear on the wheat stalks, but the main structure of the wheat ears should still be visible. Some of the individual grain lines may appear softened, yet the overall design remains intact. The inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, should be bold and clearly legible. The motto, E pluribus unum, at the top of the coin should also remain visible, though slight wear may be present on the highest lettering points. The rim should remain complete and separate from the design elements, which is an important indicator of a coin that has not been excessively worn. One of the reasons collectors pay attention to the 1950s Lincoln cent is its role in the later years of the wheat penny series. By 1950, the design had already become a symbol of American coinage, circulating through generations of commerce and daily life. The San Francisco Mint produced a substantial number of these coins, but many were heavily circulated, meaning well-preserved examples are more desirable today. Collectors who focus on completing a full set of Lincoln wheat pennies often search specifically for coins like the 1950s in attractive circulated grades. In addition to standard coins, collectors often look for special varieties and mint errors among 1950s Lincoln cents. Some coins may show repunched mint marks, die cracks, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies created during the production process. These types of errors can significantly increase the value of a coin if they are clearly visible and authenticated by professional grading services. Rare error varieties sometimes sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the uniqueness and quality of the coin. Color and surface preservation also play a major role in determining the market value of a 1950s wheat penny. Coins classified as red retain most of their original mint luster and are usually worth much more than coins graded as red-brown or brown. While most very fine examples will fall into the brown or red-brown category due to natural aging, coins with smooth surfaces, minimal marks, and attractive toning are still very appealing to collectors. In the collector coin market, the typical value of a circulated 1950s Lincoln cent may be modest, but coins in better condition or with exceptional eye appeal can command higher prices. Very fine examples may sell for several dollars to higher premiums depending on demand, while higher mint state coins with original red color can reach hundreds of dollars. Rare varieties, superbly preserved specimens, or certified high-grade examples have occasionally reached values approaching or exceeding $1,000 in specialized coin auctions. Proper storage and handling are extremely important for preserving the condition of copper coins like the 1950s wheat penny. Exposure to moisture, fingerprints, or harsh cleaning methods can damage the coin's surface and reduce its collector value. Experienced collectors recommend storing coins in protective holders, archival albums, or certified grading slabs to prevent environmental damage and maintain long-term preservation. The historical significance of the 1950s Lincoln Wheat Penny lies not only in its design but also in its connection to American culture and everyday commerce during the mid-20th century. For decades, these coins passed through the hands of millions of people, representing small but essential transactions in daily life. Today, they serve as tangible pieces of history that collectors and historians study to understand the evolution of United States coinage. For many collectors, searching for wheat pennies is both an exciting hobby and a journey into numismatic history. Coins like the 1950s cent may still appear in old collections, inherited coin jars, or estate sales. Discovering a well-preserved example with strong detail and a clear mint mark can be a rewarding experience, especially when the coin carries historical significance and potential collector value. Overall, the 1951 cent coin with the S mint mark stands as an important example of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series. With its classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, distinctive wheat ears reverse design, copper composition, and long historical legacy, it remains a favorite among coin collectors around the world. In very fine condition, the coin still displays strong detail and clear inscriptions, and depending on preservation, rarity, and collector demand, examples of this coin can reach market values ranging from hundreds to even thousands of dollars, making it a notable and valuable piece of American numismatic history. Next video. The 1949 1-cent coin from the United States of America with no mint mark is part of the famous Lincoln Wheat Penny series, one of the most recognizable and widely collected coins in American numismatic history. This coin was produced by the United States Mint at its Philadelphia facility, and because Philadelphia coins traditionally did not carry a mint mark during that period, the absence of a mint mark indicates that the coin was struck there. The 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny represents the final decade of the wheat reverse design that had been circulating since 1909, and today it remains an important collectible for coin enthusiasts who study United States currency and historical coinage. The obverse side of the 1949 penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This portrait was designed by Victor David Brenner and first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln cent became historically significant because it was the first regular circulating United States coin to feature a real historical figure rather than a symbolic representation of liberty or freedom. On the obverse design, the national motto, "In God We Trust," appears across the top rim of the coin, while the word, "Liberty," appears to the left of Lincoln's profile. The year, 1949, appears on the right side of the portrait, clearly identifying the coin's year of production. Because this coin has no mint mark, collectors immediately recognize that it was produced in Philadelphia. The reverse side of the 1949 Lincoln cent displays the traditional wheat ears design that gave the coin its popular nickname, the wheat penny. Two wheat stalks curve upward along the left and right edges of the coin, framing the central inscriptions. At the center of the reverse design appears the denomination, 1 cent, followed by, United States of America. Above these words is the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one, which symbolizes the unity of the states within the nation. This wheat design remained on the Lincoln cent from 1909 until 1958 and became one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. The physical characteristics of the 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny reflect the traditional copper composition used in most cents of that era. The coin is composed of approximately 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it a warm reddish color when freshly minted. It has a diameter of 19 millimeters and weighs about 3.11 grams. Over time, many of these coins develop natural toning due to oxidation, changing their color from bright red to reddish brown or dark brown. Collectors categorize these colors using the designations red, red-brown, and brown, and the color classification can significantly influence the value of a coin. A 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny in very fine condition shows moderate circulation wear but still retains strong design features. On the obverse side, the portrait of Abraham Lincoln remains clear and recognizable, though the highest points of the hair above the ear and along the top of the head may show signs of smoothing from circulation. Lincoln's cheek and jawline remain defined, and the main facial details are still visible. The inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date, 1949, should remain bold and readable. The rim of the coin should also be complete and well separated from the design, which is an important indicator when determining the coin's grade. On the reverse side of a very fine 1949 penny, the wheat ears remain visible but show moderate wear on the highest grain lines. The structure of the wheat stalks should still be clear, though some fine details may appear softened. The inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, remain strong and easily readable. The motto, E pluribus unum, at the top of the coin should also remain visible, although slight flattening may appear on some of the letters due to years of circulation. Even with moderate wear, the coin still preserves the overall design and historical character that collectors appreciate. The mintage of the 1949 Philadelphia Lincoln cent was quite large, as pennies were heavily used in everyday transactions across the United States during that time. However, because many coins circulated extensively for decades, finding examples with strong detail and minimal damage can still be exciting for collectors. Coins that have survived in better condition or with attractive surfaces are often more desirable in the numismatic market. One interesting aspect of collecting 1949 Lincoln cents is the search for mint errors and die varieties. During the minting process, coins are struck using metal dies that can develop cracks, doubling, or other irregularities. Some 1949 pennies display small die cracks, off-center strikes, or minor doubling effects. Although many of these errors are subtle, certain rare varieties can significantly increase the value of a coin if they are authenticated and well preserved. Error coins have become a specialized area of coin collecting, attracting enthusiasts who enjoy searching for unusual minting mistakes. The color and surface preservation of copper coins like the 1949 penny play a crucial role in determining their market value. Coins that still retain much of their original mint luster and red color can command higher prices in the collector market. Even coins graded as very fine can be attractive if they have smooth surfaces, balanced toning, and minimal scratches or environmental damage. Many collectors prefer coins with natural aging rather than coins that have been cleaned, as cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce the coin's collectible value. In terms of current market value, the 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny can vary widely depending on condition, color, and rarity. A typical circulated example may only be worth a small premium above face value, but coins in very fine condition with appealing surfaces can sell for higher collector prices. In some cases, particularly well-preserved examples or coins with unique mint errors may reach values in the hundreds of dollars. Exceptional high-grade coins certified by professional grading services can even reach higher values in specialized auctions. The historical importance of the 1949 wheat penny extends beyond its monetary value. These coins circulated through American society during the years following World War II, a time of economic growth and social change in the United States. Every coin from that period represents a small piece of everyday history, passing through countless hands in stores, markets, and businesses across the country. Collectors today often search through old coin jars, inherited collections, estate sales, and antique markets hoping to find valuable wheat pennies like the 1949 cent. Because these coins were produced in large numbers but circulated for many years, well-preserved examples have become increasingly desirable among coin enthusiasts. The thrill of discovering an older copper coin with strong detail and historical significance continues to inspire new generations of collectors. Proper preservation is essential for maintaining the value of coins like the 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny. Experts recommend storing coins in protective holders, archival albums, or certified grading slabs to protect them from moisture, fingerprints, and environmental damage. Copper coins are particularly sensitive to environmental changes, so careful storage can help maintain their appearance and collector value for many years. The 1949 1-cent coin with no mint mark remains a classic representation of mid-20th century United States coinage. With its historic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, its symbolic wheat ears reverse design, and its traditional copper composition, the coin holds a special place in the long history of American currency. Even in very fine condition, the coin preserves enough detail to tell the story of its era and its role in everyday commerce. For collectors, historians, and coin enthusiasts, the 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny represents more than just a small copper coin. It is a tangible connection to the past, a reminder of the artistry and craftsmanship of the United States Mint, and a collectible piece of American heritage. Depending on preservation, color, Rarity and demand in the numismatic market. Examples of this coin can range in value from modest collector prices to hundreds or even thousands of dollars, making it a fascinating and potentially valuable piece in the world of coin collecting. So if you enjoyed this rare coin history video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos about valuable coins from around the world.